lovely Cancerians, rising sign Cancerians and sun sign Cancerians. My name is Gordon and this is the astrology for the 11th of April through to the 17th of April. Quite an important time as always, Cancerians. You do seem to be quite in the forefront of things going on. Now, last week we talked about good for business, moving things forward. Now, as we move into this week, Mercury becomes the major player in your chart very, very soon, so we need to be prepared for that. But in the meantime, one of your co-rulers is Mars, because you are a water sign. You are a cardinal water sign, so you share with Pisces and Scorpio. Now, why is Mars important to you? Well, it's a ruler of Aries, of course, but it's also the traditional ruler of Scorpio, one of your sister water sign planets. So we need to pay attention when anything happens with Mars, because it will have a bigger effect on you than necessarily other signs. Now, as I said, Mars can be something close to your heart. Now, this is actually in your 6th house. This is the house of work. It's a fairly quiet house. It's right out on the far side, and often, things in the 6th house aren't felt that much. But as I said, Mars is going to go retrograde, and it goes retrograde at the end of this week. And what does it mean? Well, it means that energy becomes more intense. It means that the Martian side of your character is going to need more effort, because the planet just basically just slows, but it appears to go backwards. So it's almost dragging itself, it's dragging its feet. Now, Mars, of course, is your powerhouse. It's to do with your energy, it's to do with your work, it's to do with your ability to push forward. So if Mars is firing properly, then you're whizzing along. You've got stamina, you've got drive, and you've got all that moving forward. When it stops, you tend to have to put more of your own effort in. So this can mean work can slow slightly for you. So pay attention to also your health at this time. Your Keep Fit program, making sure that is in order. Metabolisms can slow, so you can find yourself putting on weight just because there can be a general feeling of needing a bit of lethargy, but also having to work harder. So harder, fitter and leaner. Now, the other planet we need to talk about is Mercury, because Mercury is to do with the mind, is to do with the intellect. Now, this is on what we call a separating trine. It means that at the moment it's very much in time, in frequency with Pluto. Now, with Pluto, again, that's very much a planet close to your heart. So this can mark the beginning of some negotiations, friendships, contracts. And what it's saying to you is, let's get them sorted out, because we actually have the wind blowing in our favour at this particular moment in time. Pluto takes no prisoners. Mercury can be very fickle, and it can be it can sort its way through. It also, of course, control rules, journeys, communications, etc. So with those two on your side, now is the time to strike while the iron's hot. So if you've got formal negotiations, maybe you've got house sales, you've got business contracts, you've got new people coming into your life, tie them up, get them on your side. This can be a great week for this, because when I say it's a separating trine, it means that eventually they're going to go into opposition. So it can be a time when things won't go as smooth. That's quite a long way forward. It's a good 4 or 5 weeks, because we've got Mercury retrograde, etc. But it's just giving you the heads up. That's what the channel's all about. So basically, with that selection with that what I've just said there, this week can be an important time, especially for those of you in business. Know when you've got something good tied up, get it signed up, get it put to bed. So a time for moving things forward. There's also good potential here to get what you want at this particular moment in time. Be warned, it won't be over quickly. So if you're entering into something new and it feels good, then try and get it tied up as fast as possible. This is not a time to be thinking, oh, well, I'm way ahead, so I'll bring back and take my time. No, keep it going fast. You're on a roll at the moment, Cancer. So any things that you want to be doing, do it and tie it up quickly. Now just recognize the key here, and that is getting what is good for you. Getting what is good for you. Recognize when you have it and settle on it. Now, at this moment, we're going to be looking sort of next week, really, that Mercury is going to be starting to go retrograde. So this can be a time for delays, etc., but we're going to be covering that next week. So if you like the video, please leave comments, like the video, subscribe, etc. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Safe week, Cancerians. I look forward to speaking to you next week. Check out the website that follows.